right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Tasty Tuesday Reviews. I am Steven.
I'm Leroy. Welcome back on this Good Friday.
And as you can see, we got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Antoine with A&K Bartender Service.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Best bartender in Greenville, South Carolina. Hold up, scratch that. Best bartender in South Carolina and the whole East Coast.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we get into this wine that we're going to review, please make sure you are 21 years or older before you drink, do any type of activities with alcohol. And if you do, please be safe. Be mindful of others. Just be safe out there.
Yes,
Leroy,
sir.
tell them about what we got.
All right, and check us out on the YouTube, TastyTuesdayReviews. Hit us up on the Facebook. That's Leroy and Steven. Like, comment, share the page, even give us a rating on there. And also hit us up on the Instagram, TastyTuesdayReviews. And another thing we got, our man Dark Spirit Reviews on YouTube been hitting us up. He been waiting for Mr. Mouse to get back on the episode.
He's back.
Oh, yeah.
He's back.
Mouse got all the information, so we're going to let Mouse run through a few facts on this Caymus wine for us.
All right. First off, before we get started, I want to say this is the best wine.
The best?
The best wine I ever had in my life. You know, it's pretty expensive. You got some wines out there that's way more expensive than this, but for any type of wine,
How much they go for?
this if you go in the store, it's probably about $95. What you gonna pay for it?
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it's a lot of people don't know about Caymus because they just recently, about 6-7 years ago, turn around and send it to the all the restaurants and say, sell it by the glass.
I'm gonna add one thing in there too. Antoine introduced me to this wine about 2015. Wasn't popular. That bottle was around $52 a bottle at Total Wine. So y'all see how much it done went up over the years.
It's like the stock market. You hold it over
sir.
time.
Yes,
hold it
sir.
over time
Yes,
and
sir.
go, okay.
Right.
I've never heard of it, so I'm in doubt. I never heard of it.
So another thing about this wine, so they've been selling, so they celebrating 46 years on this wine right here. As you see, it's got number 46 for the 2018.
That's a trophy bottle.
But the best year so far that I had is the 2012. The 2012 bottle on the black market and on some wines is going about $1,200 a bottle just for the 2012. The 2012 was one of the best years that I had, but you know, it's got its own years. 1998, 2004. Those years are still great too. It's certain years.
So it's basically like how we buy the Moet and the Dom Perignon had the years. Okay.
Yes,
And then another thing too.
Yeah.
So since then the owners didn't change. So that make a big difference too.
Yes.
So when the owners change, sometimes the recipe change.
Trying to cut
Change
it
the
in
recipe,
half.
trying to
cut
save
it
some
in
money.
half and save some
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I got
So
what
this
you're saying.
particular wine is still in the Wagner family. Silver Oak has sold to a big brand where they basically they selling it to turn around and make more money. So they water down the grapes, or they add another grape in there.
Like they doing Hennessy.
There you go. So this particular wine, this Chuck Wagner, when his kids got of age, he gave them their own grapes. So and it's 3 of them. But one particular son, when he got his Joseph Wagner, when he got his grapes, the bottle of wine was Miomi.
Yep.
Miomi was a wine.
That's what we tried on when I showed the Miomi. Okay, I got it.
So Miomi was the number one wine, still is, but it was number one wine about 4 years ago. It was so good. Joseph had turned around and did a wedding party where they only served his wine, Miomi. One of the guys that was there worked for another wine company.
Yeah.
A year and a half later, that particular wine company came back and brought them out for $500 million.
And changed the recipe.
There you go, changed the
That's
recipe.
the main thing on it. They changed the recipe.
They brought the name for $500 million, but they didn't get the wine. They didn't get the grapes on it.
That's the thing people fail to realize. They probably saying why Hennessy and Patron taste different.
Yeah.
You got to do your homework.
Patron was the same way.
Everything you
Patron.
think you drinking the same thing you were drinking when we partyed in 2012.
Nah.
That's why I don't drink Hennessy no more, because I did my research on it. It's not Hennessy, Patron, all that.
Well,
it's cut down, man.
With Hennessy, so many people start drinking Hennessy, they couldn't keep up with the production. It's part of the Richard Hennessy family, the Moet family, but the difference is
got a lot of baking soda in it.
Yeah, you go. You got to cut it down. You got it. So if you want good Hennessy, you want to drink the Hennessy Privilege or the XO.
Mm-hmm.
But on this particular wine right here, Chuck Wagner is the son of Charlie and Laura Wagner.
Okay.
So those is the finest. Charlie, his grandmother, owns also Bella Gloss. Turnaround at the time. It's Joseph on that now. But they end up making this wine, and when they made this wine, they were selling $4 a bottle. Damn. Now that bottle right here go for $95 a bottle. But it's a great wine. I mean, as we pour it and taste it, you'll understand, and they'll understand a lot better more. But it's my favorite wine, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Right. All right, let's get into it, because the last wine had me go to sleep. So
No.
Hey, that was that Taylor Port. I never forget that.
Oh, that Taylor Port. That ain't never straight sweetness, man.
Now check this out. That day we drank Taylor Port. We drank Miami.
You talking too much, man.
We drank 1892.
Yeah.
And we drank it was
I'm
the
glad
3 something.
I'm glad my kids old, because they
The 3 something.
probably had a baby.
3 something wine.
It was 3 vines.
3 vines.
Yeah.
So we drank 4 wines in one day, and Steve went home and said, "Man, I'm thinking I'm taking me a nap." That was around about 12 o'clock, lunch, happy hour. That fool said, "Man, I ain't gonna go to 8 o'clock." I said, "God damn."
Well, I'm scared of them wine.
Boy, them wine creep up on
That's
you,
why I'm
boy.
scared of them, man. I see why them
Wine creep up
That's why
on
them
you.
old women be going to sleep in the tub.
So one of the things I noticed on this wine before we even pour it, the way Leroy had it stored, it got sediment. That's if you look right around that in the net.
That's that.
It's sediment, so that's the way he had it laying. So if you don't turn the bottles a quarter turn every 2 weeks, the sediment will start setting in around there. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, I got a bunch of wine I need to turn in.
Yeah.
That one my.
I got some expensive wine.
Before you pour me up just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's all it is, because you're gonna taste it first.
Your hand might get a little heavy like you.
No, man.
Boy, he done got me. How you got
a sample?
No, it ain't. I got more than him.
No,
man, hit it with that.
Okay.
Few times.
All right. So before we do it, so you're gonna hold it at the bottom of the rim.
Right.
Hold it at the bottom of the neck. So as you turn, you want to get a good wide turn so the air can get in it.
Man, I can't.
And as the air getting into it, you stop it and you just look at the legs. So the legs is how the wine runs down the glass.
Me looking at my wife.
Yeah, look at her. And as you do that, now you hit it again, you twirl again, and this time you're gonna stick your whole nose in there, and you're gonna turn around and smell and see what you smell.
How come mine ain't turtling like yours?
Because it's the way you're doing it. I told you gotta hold it at the bottom.
I'm scared it might spill on me.
At the bottom, fool, you got the whole rim. Like, look, man.
That's why I put them. Yeah, there you go.
That's why I don't drink then.
There you go. Or you can put it on the table.
Yeah, let me do that.
Hey, check this out.
Turn it just a little
Real
bit.
talk,
that's
real talk.
easier.
This Snuff just gave you a lifetime lesson about wine where people take their whole career to learn.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
So you turn around, you take it, you stick your whole nose in there. See what you smell in it.
Hold on, let me before you say something.
Yeah.
What we do with them snifters with the whiskey? Same thing, right?
Yeah, you do.
Got a hole at the bottom, but this you get that aroma on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do it, so you gotta run back through it, because it's just if you just pour the wine and let it sit there, then you smell it.
You're not gonna like.
So
it.
you mean
get no
tell
flavor.
See that? Hold on. This the key. If you just turn around and just any type of bottle of wine, I don't care if it's $2 Chuck or whatever. If you pop it open and just drink it, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. You got to understand what you're drinking. If you understand what you're drinking, you will love it.
Like that.
So my question is, I gotta do a damn workout just to drink. Look.
Why not? Wine is when you open up a bottle of wine, it's a conversation piece. You can turn around and be there with the richest man or the poorest man. If you open up a bottle of wine, y'all can sit down and talk about this wine, and then you can also sit down and talk about life. Anything.
Smell clean.
You don't get nothing. That's our wine like that.
You probably were more to be. I see it now, y'all. I'm glad you finally got him.
All right, so now we're gonna taste. Before we taste, we're gonna.
I want to be able to do it like that, man.
It's easy. Like
you water whipping over there.
Yeah, there you go. Skirt. But before we taste it, so we're gonna put our nose back in and sniff it, and then we're just gonna taste a little bit, but don't swallow it. We're gonna gargle in our mouth just a little bit, side to side, all over your tongue, up and down, so you can actually taste what I'm finna get to say.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Look at you. You look like you're hungry over there. Toast to the highmost. When in doubt, boy, I got my pinky
There you
out.
go. There you go. So, as you start to swallow, you should get the chocolate right down the middle. A little bit of dryness on your tongue on the end. You taste it. Take your tongue and go around your teeth. And you're gonna get some more of that.
I don't taste no goddamn chocolate.
Oh man!
You didn't get a chocolate?
Hell no.
Did
How
it
you
wrong.
don't taste
Run
the
it
chocolate
back.
right here in the middle?
Hey, man,
All right, do it one more time.
Run it back.
One more time.
Run it back, Turbo.
No. Let it loosen up.
Yeah.
Man, goddamn it. I'm
Put your ring.
shit.
Hold on. Let me. No, man. Put your ring finger on the bottom of the glass. Ring finger. You ain't gonna get it
All
like
right.
that, man.
Right down the middle, and as it's going down,
And
it
go
should be
across
a
your
dry,
teeth.
It should be a dry finish too.
Chocolate.
It's dry. Feel the dry.
Yeah, the dry
You
finish.
don't taste that
But
chocolate?
nah, I ain't gonna lie. It tastes way different than the first time now.
Yeah.
But it's like I guess because, you know, I don't really fool with chocolate like that. But it definitely got a different taste than the first one. And this time it tastes better.
Mm-hmm.
First time it tastes like
it was plain, like
like
water.
cheap.
Okay.
It tasted real cheap, but this right here tastes like elegant. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so it's
Like
a whole lot
it
different.
tasted different, like some Dom Perignon compared to the Bel Air. It tasted way different.
So another thing, once you get through drinking it, breathe in and then breathe out. You also get a different taste on that one too.
So this, let me tell you a little lesson. This is what I tell Amber. I give her a glass of this
I can
tonight,
drink
Yeah.
and I show her the little steps.
Mhm.
Then she'll take that Stella Rose. She'll say,
You don't
"Leroy,
want
I'm drinking down Kool-Aid."
That's it.
And I be telling her,
that. Why did I get a different taste every time I sip though?
That's why I say with wine. Okay, another thing is you can take this bottle of wine and how it's warm in here. We getting all warm and it's kind of jammy a little bit, kind of thick. If you take it outside where it's cold at, it'll turn bone dry. It's like turn around and taking, let's see, it's like taking a sip of gin outside.
But my question to you, like, okay, you know me. You've been knowing me since I was 2-3 years old. I've never really drunk wine, you know, because I'm scared of it. Because I know, like, my grandparents done told me how wine is, like, the wine you down. You know what I mean? Or winding down for the dinner.
That's why you.
But this wine right here, it's like smooth. Like most wine have a bitter taste to me afterwards, but I guess because I'm not doing like that, like you said,
Well, no,
I would just swirl it a couple times and drink it.
on that is because it's the quality of the wine.
So it's
So
wine is really dealing with quality.
Yes, yeah.
So it's basically like tequila.
Yeah,
You don't get no cheap.
We can go get a bottle that's $15,
Okay.
and it's not gonna have the same quality. It's gonna be much better. It's
So
gonna,
why do
it's gonna
people
lock
buy
your
cheap
jaw.
wine then?
Because when you start drinking, you drink it. So when you drink something like this right here, you appreciate it.
yeah.
You
That's why
appreciate
I
your
don't
money.
like drinking Hennessy no more.
There you go.
'Cause I appreciate
Yeah,
Another
you
thing
go.
though, we can go get a bottle of Kendall Jackson.
Yeah, the most popular wine is in the world right now is Kendall Jackson.
What's that? I never heard of that.
It's just a brand, a name.
Yeah. It's kind of
So
like
what is Taylor Port? Is that a wine?
Taylor Port
Yeah.
is a dessert wine.
Dessert wine.
Taylor Port is a dessert wine.
Now don't laugh at me.
Now you can take.
Hold on.
A lot of people take it and put it in.
Hold on. Did they just say dessert wine? So you mean I gotta eat some cake and drink that?
You can.
But
You
this
can.
is the thing.
So okay. So like Taylor Port is going to be something more like caramel flavor. So if you turn around and go get a piece of caramel cheesecake or just a plain cheesecake,
Okay.
and pour the Taylor Port on there, it's going to be delicious.
Another thing what people miss, Taylor Port got 18% alcohol content.
Y'all had me drink 18% that day.
This one got 13.9.
Why you won't take a Taylor Port and eat with your dessert? You ready to go.
There you go.
When you drink that Taylor Port with the dessert, when you get up,
It's over.
you're going to have, Uber me.
So Taylor Port is like pops, bang, 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 bang.
There you go.
Oh, I get it.
There you
I
go.
get it.
There you
Okay.
go. There you
Hey,
go.
don't mind me on this episode, because no lie, I don't know much about wine. That's why Leroy wanted to bring, because, you know, we getting older. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the type of person I can call my bros over. Look, man, let's drink this wine, talk about some stocks, talk about life events. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to always
Hey,
drink.
I'm going to tell y'all what's so crazy. I seen an Instagram post yesterday, drink champs.
But I like this, though.
Noriega say,
I like that, bro.
me and Nas used to sit around and drink every cognac. They don't know him and Nas real good, real close, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He say, now we sit around drink a good bottle of wine. Eyes on this wine is hard. If you look at him, follow him close, everywhere you go, he got a good bottle of wine. He be zooted off the wine. Noriega say, now we sit around, drink wine, and talk about how to make money and invest.
You see, I ain't never know that. That's what I'm saying. So we on the same mind.
Nas got $1 million
Probably
mindset, and he share his game.
You want to know why? He invested in a ring when nobody believed in
There
it.
you go.
Right.
There you go.
Check this out. If people get to watching Jay-Z, yeah, he got his ace of spades. But what he always got? A bottle of wine.
There you go.
And his bottles of wine, like that Peaches.
Who?
It's called Peaches. It's
How?
very
But
expensive.
that's all Ace of Spades is. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
champagne it is.
Question,
It's wine.
question. Can we go somewhere, get our grapes, and start our own wine?
Yeah, but it's
Is
gonna
there
be
any kind of ramifications, anything that'll stop us, prohibit us from doing it?
no.
Because we put our mind to it,
No,
we can do
we
whatever
can
we
make
want.
our own wine, but it depends on where you get it from.
Yeah, the
You
grapes.
know, because I mean the grapes can be expensive. Like so say like California, some grapes from California, like even not from Caymus,
It smells different now.
but some wineries turn around and get their grapes from France or from Argentina or from Washington or from Willamette Valley.
Give you this. Fun fact, y'all. Everybody know me as the Bel Air boy.
Yeah.
I used to say I'm drinking champagne, but these two busting my bubbles due to the fact where the grapes are originated from. Bel Air is a sprinkling wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
If y'all didn't know.
AK, you know, that's all it is. That's all champagne.
No, Dom Perignon is not no sprinkling wine.
Dom Perignon is from France, and they use the grapes. They use the skins from the grapes
But
to
where,
make
but where
it.
do Bel Air use it from?
I don't know. I'm not sure 100% on the Bel Air, but
It ain't from over there.
But all champagne is
Why
wine.
it smell different though?
It's the different grapes they use.
They
Say
separate.
like rosé.
Mm-hmm.
They would take a darker, like say for instance, Caymus can sell them they grapes, and they can use the skins. Yeah, after they get through making this, after they done smashed it, they can turn around and take these grapes and sell it to somebody else, and they can make champagne out of it.
So can I ask you a question? Why am I getting another whole different smell?
Because as it open up, it opens as this
Open
wine.
up,
It opens up. That's just okay. It's okay. So like sometimes. That's why I say a bottle of wine you can turn around and you can have it for 6 hours, and it's gonna change every hour.
Y'all, it tastes better. It tastes
Yeah,
better.
another trick I learned
It
from
tastes
Torn
better.
too. You hold that thing up to the light and tilt it,
Yeah, you can see the different.
and you see that coloration in it.
Yeah.
You see that as you twist it around.
See this
Yeah.
right here.
You
This
can't really
this,
see
this
through
wine
that all
right
the way.
here is a new world wine instead of an old world wine. Old world wines is gonna look like somewhat. It's gonna have an orange ring around it, like as they call it in France.
Okay.
Trash can wine. But this right here, it's got that ruby red color around the edges. If you hold your hand up there,
leave that mark at the bottom
yeah,
of the thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's see, this wine is still new. You get some wines. I had a wine that was like 40 years old. When you looked at that ring around it, it was
This
orange.
good, y'all. This
That's
really
why I
good.
used to say the people who made Hennessy 1865, they had to be wine drinkers.
Yeah.
To come up with a dark cognac like that, and they was over there in France, Germany, you got to be on your knowledge shit to know, okay, I'm going to make this cognac, but at that time and that age, wasn't nothing popular but wine.
That's it.
So they had to be wine drinkers to come up with that Hennessy.
So basically, all wine drinkers came up with cognac then. They had to.
Well,
Probably.
wine. Well, see, that's just like you got Ciroc. Ciroc is made from grapes.
Yeah, it's made from grapes.
It's
Yeah.
made from grapes.
Yeah.
Actually, Grey Goose is made from grapes, which is like Tito's and
Tito's made from grapes.
No,
Grey
Tito,
Goose, some expensive grapes.
Tito's is made from
Potato.
corn.
Yeah,
Corn,
potato too.
Yeah, and then
Hand squash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tito handmade.
Yeah.
But
I like this, dog.
the people who
It's
came
good.
up with that recipe for Tito's, they smart.
That's why when they at one point in time the number one consumer vodka.
Still is.
Still is.
They still is.
Still is.
See,
Because it's American made.
Torn put me
It
on
is.
Tito's.
American made.
Tito American made?
Made out of Texas.
wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know
Torn
that.
put me on Tito's probably about 7 years ago when he made me a Moscow Mule.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink them.
Hey, that's a wonderful drink. If
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Why don't? But you gonna be a meal for real. Somebody gonna be riding your back. Don't drink that, John, boy. Don't drink no Moscow. But we got Moscow mules in a can.
Yeah, that's not the same though.
I don't care. That's why I won't drink them.
That's it. It's not the same.
Buddy.
It's got to be freshly made.
Man,
but hey, Moscow Mule, they got whiskey mule. We got to get torn to make you one.
We do the Kentucky. We can do tequila, which is a jackass. You can do whiskey. You know, I mean, it's...
And they mules?
Yeah.
Made the same way.
Yeah.
No.
But check this about. I swear.
It's better with if you're gonna do it with tequila, it's better to do it with a reposado or a anejo because they're gonna have more flavors than actually regular.
So think about what they daily on that
yes,
we had in the house.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can do that.
No, I don't want that. I have about 10 of them, but I be out of order, like Marty say.
One more thing. Scale of 1 to 10, Larry, what you get is?
On the Caymus?
I swear, like, this right here got me feeling like...
And you haven't even had a whole bottle.
It made me want to explore my mind, though. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like it's more out there.
Yeah.
Like, Steven, you drank good tequila, you drank good cognac, you drank good... You know, you drank the expensive stuff, the Dom Perignons, you know. You drank good, but explore a little more. This something right here I can see... Get my feet, you know what I'm saying?
You talking now, more.
You know what I'm saying? Got my feet soaking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hard day at work. I'm chilling. I see why women, you know, soak in the tub and have they wine.
Yeah.
Me, I ain't doing all that.
And then that's another thing, you know, once the women get their wine and get their bath, you ain't finna mess them up and think they finna get another bath.
No.
They gonna take your ass to bed.
There you go.
Have you ever heard?
Look, say who? Say who?
You ain't never heard of a cat bath?
There you go.
You ain't never heard of no? You better.
Hey,
you got to wash.
Once they take their bowl bath and have their glass of wine,
it's over.
You see me spinning? I'm right. I'm spinning.
You spinning good now.
Spinning good now.
I hear you talking.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, I hear you talking, boy.
I tell you, hey, fellas, this is another wine. If you don't mind spending the money.
Where can I buy it from?
You can get it Total Wines, Northampton Winery downtown. Any wine store, Greens, liquor store. I know Peter Boharan downtown, he carries it.
Boharan got it?
Yeah, Boharan got it. And
call for you go to Total Wine.
Total Wine.
I get the
I would
last
say,
bottle every time.
To be honest with you, go to Boharan's. He's probably the cheapest to buy. I think it was $85 last time I seen it. But
bad, though, man.
I mean for
that ain't bad.
So one of the things
is
I like to do
a red wine.
Yes, this is red wine, Cabernet.
I think I'm gonna buy my grandma a
Cabernet.
I want to have my grandma. My grandma a wine connoisseur. I'm gonna ask Ash.
She'll love that, boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bottle. I might go grab a bottle.
But I thought do your research before you buy it though, cause about $96 high.
You got two separate ones. You got this one,
yeah,
and then you got another one that's even better than this one. They call it Private Select. Private Select is probably gonna be about $140, $150 in the store.
I ain't had that one yet.
But you gotta think, my mind frame is if I'm gonna mess my liver up, I'm drinking good liquor.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey.
That point, I'm drinking. That's what it is. I'm not buying nothing cheap. Like when I'm at home, people come to my house. You know, we popping Dom Perignons on a regular day.
Yeah.
We popping Class A Azul, Hennessy Prick. We ain't drinking none of that.
No.
Regular Hennessy, regular Remy. Let's be mixing some.
There you go.
You want
mixing,
we mixing some.
Yeah,
we get that to somebody like Nord. Let Nord drink it.
Yeah. Hard Nord.
But we drinking good.
I still got Hennessy from 2 years
I'm
ago.
not letting my liver mess up for no cheap liquor.
There you go.
Right. Nah, it ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna drink me something good.
That.
All right, but
probably a little bit more, just a little bit more. I ain't got no more, cause that's real good.
Look at.
That's no. Oh, boy, God, don't mind.
Hey,
why you see how he did?
That is a little.
Why you pulled me like you weigh heavy?
Oh man.
Why you wrong for that?
Toast to a great episode.
There you go.
I like that, y'all.
There you go.
So I need to swirl it before I drink it, though, right?
Nah, you ain't got to.
Oh,
now we in now. Well, I mean, we in. That's like
this. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, this a bottle of wine for Blake. Cause this shit right here get Blake to thinking.
Yeah.
And he get to rapping. And he don't even realize what he done said. But it'll be some helpful knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Last time we had Blake on that 1892 wine, he didn't even realize what he was saying.
Wow, that junk good, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get Blake bottle of wine when he get married.
So what?
When we get married.
Oh yeah. We gonna get you something good, Blake. We gonna get you some shoes, some t-shirts. We gonna take you back tonight. We gonna take you back to the Torquilla.
Oh my God,
And he didn't want to comment on the picture I put in the video with the Torquilla.
Oh, you still have that video?
Well, you know I got it.
Oh,
if I ain't got nothing else, I got something to Blake.
Steve-O got something now.
Got something in it.
Hey, from the damn Torquilla to Audi.
Yeah.
Don't nobody make a move like that.
But only Blake.
Don't forget about the Sprite car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I took him to get that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this joint right here smells good. And this the name. What's the name of it again?
Caymus.
Caymus. So y'all, if y'all want a nice, elegant, smooth wine, I'm not a wine drinker, but I feel it. I feel it in my shoulders like Snuff say.
You haven't had that much. You haven't even had a full glass yet.
I ain't gonna lie right now, but my old lady called me right now. She might get anything she wants. But let me put my credit card and debit card on lock.
Well, another thing, we're gonna have to go to a wine tasting. This was bad about drinking good wine. When you go to a wine tasting, you usually gonna get a wine that you be like, "Come on, this is not it."
Yeah.
It's gonna taste like you drinking grapes, eating them.
Yeah.
They ain't got no aging to them.
So is that good or bad?
That's bad.
It's bad.
See, I don't know that. You see, I don't know that.
But this the thing. See, Torn put me on there. I done been to Cityscape Winery. I know 10 times. Me and Amber. I try all their wines. Some of them, they hit you like, damn, this bottle only $19. It should be worth $90.
Mm-hmm.
But like, they so reasonable and they stuff so good. Like, I recommend you try to just go you and your wife.
Yeah.
And try it. And then you'll appreciate wine as you go on.
See, as they get bigger, as Cityscape get bigger, they can charge more. But they so local right now that they want to keep it at that everybody can drink it.
Mm-hmm.
See, Caymus, like I said, when they first started back in the 70s,
You said $4.
it's $4 a bottle. And then now it's to the point where I've been at the Pella 14 years. When I would start serving tables, we would maybe only sell 1 or 2 bottles a year because people were scared to spend the money for it. It was like $100-something a bottle.
Scared.
And then once we start offering it by the glass, in the first 3 weeks I sold 6 cases. At a $1.30 a bottle. I had people coming in because we had this one particular bottle, a 1 liter bottle that they start trying and they was like, "That's Caymus." That's Caymus. It's like, oh, I never, I can't afford that. I was like, well, we got it by the glass. And then after they tried, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, I take a case." I take 2 bottles.
It's good right here.
For real. It's wonderful. It's a great wine.
This wine right here is a sit down with your wife, with your buddies, and you want to manifest something, and you know it can happen. This is what's it right here.
Oh yeah, another thing. Make sure you ain't drinking out of the red cup.
No.
Common sense. Y'all drinking wine out of the red cup.
Go get you a good Riedel glass. Even though if you go to TJ Maxx or Ross and they sell Riedels, but a good Riedel glass it means everything. I got one that Keisha ended up buying me that for DeWade wine, his wine, and I mean Caymus tastes so much like 10 times better out of that. I mean, and some people say it's
the glasses mean a lot too, though.
Oh yeah. That one particular glass is like $178
for a glass,
just for one glass.
I mean,
but it was like I said, it makes the wine so much better. So, but like the glass mean everything. I mean, the wine, even though out of a little regular solo cup or a regular wine glass, it's still gonna be good. But as you drink it out of a good wine glass, oh man.
See, as y'all can see, I don't know nothing about the wine, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about it. All I know is if it's nasty or good.
That's it.
That's all I know.
And which one you say this one is for?
I ain't gonna lie. I done had a couple of wines in my life, you know what I'm saying? I just try them, but man, I can't even put no number on that. This is an experience for me.
All right.
Like I learned so much, like he said, like Leroy said, like people pay for what they learn.
Oh yeah.
What I learned today is like forever knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that because for the simple fact, I know that when you get a certain age, the wine is supposed to mellow you down and, like Leroy said, manifest your life. Relax, do what you got to do, and so what Antoine just told me, A&K bartender service just told us. Man, y'all gotta be grateful for that. Thankful for him. You know what I'm saying? Come in, and let us know. I like that.
I want one more thing.
I like that.
If you had a chance to sit down with Jay-Z, unless it was on a particular brand. Now, if you was talking about Douce or you was talking about champagne, but if I'm thinking if you had a chance to just sit down with him and just have a conversation with him, I believe he would have a glass of wine before he have a glass of spirit, regular spirit.
Yeah, because they smoke cigars too.
And keep in mind, that's just like you're going to sit down with Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
You might have a planet a year or two ahead of time. It's going to cost you $2 million. Sit down with the great Magic. People don't believe it. But go look it up on the YouTube.
Plus, he ain't got that shit.
Oh, yeah. And with cigars,
right.
with cigars, this would be a great wine to have with cigars, too. Because it actually, this particular wine, as it's starting to sit out a little more, you'll get the tobacco notes on the end, on the back.
That's probably.
And this is the most important thing what Torrin taught me about this wine or any other wine. So today, let's see, the date is April 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By April 5th, this wine should be gone.
Yeah. If I'm at the restaurant,
that means it's supposed to be gone, so you know who that's going with.
Yeah,
me.
It's going with me.
If I'm at the restaurant, I only allow this bottle to stay open for 3 days.
So what if you don't sell it all? You pour it out?
No, I'm either gonna sell it to the customer that's there. If it's like enough of one glass left, I'm gonna give them a decent price on it for the last glass. Or I'm gonna have it with my dinner.
Let me kick it like this. This will break it down to you, real terms. Once you open that Coca-Cola up, and your son or stepson or your child, your daughter come behind you, and they don't tighten that lid,
it's no good.
And you go back, try to get you a soda a couple hours later, it's so flat, what you do with that soda?
Mad. Pour it down the drain.
That's what you do with that wine after 3 days.
There you go.
So wine only supposed to be open for about 3 days?
It depends on the wine.
What about Taylor Port?
Oh, Taylor Port. It lasts longer because it has
more sugar. You keep it open for 2 months like McDonald's.
So okay, so that is a fun fact for people.
Yeah.
If you got a dessert wine like Taylor Port, or at the house I got Rodney Strong. I buy my port wine from Rodney Strong. And shout outs to Ron. He sent me my first bottle when he was out there Rodney Strong.
He went to the vineyard?
Yeah, he was at the vineyard. Dang. That's when Ron he went out to California.
Yeah.
But so you can open that bottle and it will last for at least 6 months.
Boy, you know
because the amount of sugar in it. Because the amount of sugar in it. It's
but
crazy.
Y'all boys out there drinking high C.
Yes, sir. It's crazy.
18%. Y'all drinking high C with bootleg.
There you go.
Hey, you remember I went to the liquor store when we did that giveaway. I gave away 6 bottles of Taylor Port. I don't know what the giveaway was for.
Why y'all drinking Four Locos?
Yeah. Hey, Four Loco don't even last that long.
I still never
had one. Four Loco don't last that long. But yeah, any dessert wine, but even Moscato, I think Moscato lasts about a week.
Check this out. I never forget that night on your grandma's porch. Boy, you not rich. Four Loco off that porch and it spilled. You damn dummy. Not my drink over. I gotta go get another one.
But Four Loco was the drink back in the
day. But
I still never had Four Loco.
But
I used to drink Bud Light Platinum. And
it was the black one. The black bottle we used to drink.
Oh boy, that made me happy. My head hurt, boy.
But y'all boys out here drinking Four Loco and Taylor Port.
Yes. Oh no.
I don't know what's on y'all mind, but y'all better pray.
You don't need to drink.
That's lean.
Well, y'all, appreciate this. I learned a lot on this episode. You know, I'm lost. But I'm going to learn after the show what's going on with this wine. But once again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Tasty Tuesday Reviews. I am Steven.
I'm Leroy. Thankful and grateful for this episode because even I learned a little bit.
I'm tipsy, feeling good. So what's your name, sir?
My name is Antoine with A&K Bartender Service. And also another great wine for y'all to check out is the Wade wine. The wine cellar. I end up getting the whole collection. It's a great wine too.
Oh, he got you in the cellar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
The hat came with the collection.
He got him in the cellar.
Put it down so they can see it.
Yeah, put it down.
Got a hat. When a hat come with a collection of wine,
and that's his symbol for
you
his wine.
know it's expensive.
Yes, sir.
What Dwayne Wade tell on that last episode when they were talking about his son? He said, "I'm worth 100 M's out here. I ain't worried about what y'all say. For real.
I'm trying to tell you,
great wine.
I ain't worried about.
He worth 100 M's.
I be worth a penny.
And he didn't say that. He said, I got 100 M's in the bank. That dude said, excuse me, you got what? We ain't gonna talk about that. Move on. But that's been another episode.
Tasty Tuesday Reviews.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Alright, y'all, that's it.
All right.
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Tips now.
Hey, I tell you feel it though.
Hell yeah.
You feel it. I mean, I tell you, it's something good.